Welcome to Vanuatu, a 1,300-kilometer-long archipelago nation nestled away in a very remote area within the South Pacific Ocean. Made up of 83 islands, Vanuatu is a hidden gem of natural beauty, rich culture, and warm hospitality. Vanuatu has a population of around 320,000 and sees around 80,000 tourists visit the archipelago every year. Most tourists are from Australia and New Zealand, with those visiting oftentimes looking for a tropical destination and a beach for a quick getaway. Only 2% of tourists that visit the country are from the United States and Canada, so it's likely that you, if you are American, haven't even met someone who has visited Vanuatu. Despite having a population over 30 times greater and the number of visitors being over 20 times greater than neighboring countries such as Tuvalu, Nauru, and Palau, Vanuatu is still considered a hidden gem of Oceania and the world as a whole. Located east of Australia and west of Fiji, Vanuatu is part of the region known as Melanesia. Its capital city is Port Vila, situated on the island of Efate. Port Vila is also the largest city, and with around 49,000 residents, 16% of the nation resides within city limits. Being located in the South Pacific has left Port Vila and Vanuatu as a whole susceptible to cyclones and earthquakes, including a Category 5 cyclone in 2025 and a 7.3 magnitude earthquake in December of 2024, which damaged almost every building in the city and caused 16 fatalities. Being located across the world from the United States, Vanuatuans, as they are called, and Americans have many cultural differences. The first main difference in culture between the two countries is that Vanuatuans place a much larger importance on family and sticking together, whereas Americans will often live in different cities and even different states as their parents, siblings, and children. Vanuatuans often live in the same village as their relatives, and sometimes entire villages will be composed of those related to one another. In these villages, elders are in charge and make the decisions that impact their villages and their families. Helping others in time of need or in just regular day-to-day life is expected and encouraged in Vanuatu culture. In American culture, many see more of a vision of every man for himself in day-to-day life.
Hey,
Another difference in the culture between both countries is that in Vanuatu, people are more laid back in day-to-day life and place less of an importance on time management, deadlines, and following schedules. There is more importance in building social relationships between one another, and Vanuatuans see it as acceptable to be late for a meeting or being tardy for school if the reason behind it is seen as expanding social relationships. In American culture, many are less forgiving than in Vanuatu. One final cultural difference between the two countries is that customs and traditions are more of an integral part in everyday life, including in politics, in school, and in work. It is way more common to see people praying and worshiping in public in Vanuatu than it is in the United States. Seeing this in public is most commonly associated with the Ni Vanuatu people, which are what indigenous residents of the archipelago are referred to as. The United States and Vanuatu differ in the amount of official languages each country recognizes. English is commonly spoken in both countries, and while English is the only official language of the United States, French and Bislama, a local language that is widely spoken, are both recognized as official languages by Vanuatu, in addition to English. Vanuatu is one of the most linguistically diverse countries in the world, with over 100 additional tribal and local languages being spoken in addition to English, French, and Bislama. Vanuatu has similar nonverbal behavioral ideologies and ideas towards manners as other Asian and Oceanic countries, in which the personal space is not as abundant as in American culture. People walk around with a more reserved expression on their faces and generally show a lack of emotion in public spaces as compared to the citizens of the United States. Vanuatu is a quieter country than the United States, with silence in appropriate places is a sign of respect, more so than in American culture.
We
Business etiquette is similar to that of the United States, with soft handshakes and polite greetings being the opening action in a meeting or business setting. In Vanuatu, older members of the business make the decisions and lead business operations, which is oftentimes the case but not always the case in America. Direct confrontation is avoided at all costs in Vanuatuan culture, and gestures such as pointing and public shaming are considered immature and rude. One interesting and a very different practice in business etiquette in Vanuatu is that it is extremely frowned upon to talk about land ownership, which is seen as a measure of bragging and can cause communal issues. The food consumed in Vanuatu is vastly different than that of American staples such as hot dogs, hamburgers, and sandwiches. Common ingredients and snacks in Vanuatu include root-based foods such as yams, cassava, and sweet potatoes. Coconut is used in cooking more often than in America and is used in almost every dish. In coastal areas, seafood is more commonly consumed than poultry and red meat, and the opposite occurs for more inland areas. One of the most consumed seafoods in Vanuatu is octopus, which is often hard to find and considered a delicacy in the United States. Okay. The national dish of Vanuatu is lap lap, which is a baked pudding made from banana or yam with coconut milk, meat or vegetables depending on personal preference, or neither at all, and then wrapped in the leaves of a banana tree. Lap lap is baked in an earth oven and is one of many unique dishes local to this archipelago and region of the world. Meals in Vanuatu are communal and are never eaten alone, unlike in the United States. Vanuatu is a unique country in a very unique corner of the world. With a lack of international travel due to its location, compared to many first world countries, Vanuatu is a hidden gem that everyone should try and visit at some point in their lives.
You